The regular meeting of the Charter Commission's Redistricting Advisory Member Selection Work Group will now begin.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this virtual meeting of the Charter Commission's Redistricting Advisory Member Selection Work Group. This meeting includes the remote participation of members as authorized under Minnesota statutes section 13D.021 due to the declared local health pandemic. The city will be recording and posting this meeting to the city's website and YouTube channel as a means of increasing public access and transparency. This meeting is public and subject to the Minnesota Open Meeting Law. For the record, my name is Jill Garcia, and I'm one of the co-chairs of the Charter Commission's Redistricting Advisory Member Selection Work Group. I will now call this meeting to order and ask the clerk to call the roll so that we may verify the presence of a quorum.
Commissioner Hawkins,
Present.
Commissioner Smith,
Here.
Commission Chair Clegg,
Here.
Co-Chair Kozak,
Here.
and Co-Chair Garcia.
Here, present.
There are 5 members present.
Thank you. Let the record reflect we have a quorum. We will now proceed to our agenda, a copy of which was posted for public access to the city's legislative information management system, lims.minneapolismn.gov, as well as in the chat and appears before you on the screen. May I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion before the clerk calls the roll? Seeing none, I'll ask the clerk to call the motion to adopt the agenda.
Commissioner Hawkins,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
Commission Chair Clegg,
Aye.
Co-Chair Kozak,
Aye.
and Co-Chair Garcia.
Aye.
There are 5 ayes.
Thank you. The motion passes and the agenda is adopted. The next item on the agenda is acceptance of the meeting minutes from the work group on May 27th. May I have a motion to accept the minutes?
So moved. Kozak.
Second, Smith.
Thank you. Any discussion before the clerk calls the roll? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll on this motion.
Commissioner Hawkins,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
Commission Chair Clegg,
Aye.
Co-Chair Kozak,
Aye.
and Co-Chair Garcia.
Aye.
There are 5 ayes.
That motion passes and the minutes have been accepted. The next item on the agenda is the chair's reports, and I have nothing to report. Commissioner Kozak, do you have anything to report?
No, Madam Chair. I think we're ready to go.
Thank you. Item 5 on the agenda is considering the elements in the proposed interview process and interview guide for the selection of the redistricting advisory group members to be submitted as our work group's report to the full Charter Commission this afternoon. Is there a discussion? I wish to thank Commissioners Kozak, Smith, and Hawkins very much for their input, their review, and careful consideration of these documents, as well as the others that we have processed and posted for this work group. Commissioner Kozak, do you have anything?
Well, I want to thank our Chair Garcia and Nicole
Yes.
Weber for the extraordinary job they did in putting this together. I know everybody participated, but the lion's share of the work and creativity belongs to Joe Garcia and Nicole Weber. So thank you very much.
You are too kind, Commissioner Kozak. And I would also like to loop in assistance from other city staff and Carolyn Bashoon from
Oh.
the city attorney's office.
Always Carolyn.
If there isn't any further discussion, a proper motion would be in order. I can put one forth, or I can take one from a work group member to present these to the full Charter Commission this afternoon as our report.
That's what I would move, Madam Chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you very much.
Clegg, I have a question.
Yes,
Would you be expecting the Charter Commission to approve these this afternoon, or is this just a report? Because I don't think they will have them far enough in advance to give them a thorough review.
correct. I would just like to issue them as a report of where we are in our process, since recruitment closes later this month. I don't know that they need to technically approve them, do they?
I don't think they do. In any event, after your report is submitted, I will just note that the group will be using these materials and this process when the application period closes.
Thank you very much. Yes, and that closes on June 24th. Thank you, Chair Clegg. Okay, with any further discussion? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to call the roll on the motion.
Commissioner Hawkins,
Aye.
Commissioner Smith,
Aye.
Commission Chair Clegg,
Aye.
Co-Chair Kozak,
Aye.
and Co-Chair Garcia.
Aye.
There are 5 ayes.
The motion passes and it will be forwarded to the full Charter Commission as our report. Are there any other comments or questions? Seeing none. I want to double check my sidebar. Seeing none, then I believe we have concluded all business to come before the Charter Commission's Redistricting Advisory Member Selection Work Group. In gratitude to everybody, without objection, we stand adjourned.